Good morning. We are looking up the hill here, Hearst Castle, and we're going to take a closer look. We're down at the airport, and they don't seem to list this airport as the Hearst Castle. They have down here San Simeon airstrip, but that's three. I think it's a little more than 0.3. Oh, this is San Simeon. The next one maybe says Hearst Castle. So this is a strip that I always remember that I never landed at, but I knew it was here. I'd flown over it. So now we're going to go see the parking area, which is right down that way, and then you'll follow the road up to San Simeon, the way you'd go if you scheduled some time at San Simeon, one of the tours. They have many tours. So here we go in the X-Cub. We got to take our brakes off. And we got to get in here. We could look inside. Can't see very much there. And a little right rudder. Here we go. Plenty of speed. And our little jet would be parked right there. Not quite there. Down here there's a little building. Then we'll look for the parking lot. And where you check in. Yeah, I think that's down here. There's Highway 1. There's got some guy's ranch right there. And then I think right here is the parking lot, and where you get out on your tours. Bring the prop back a little bit. Yeah. So that's where you park your car right there, and then you go up the hill, and we don't use San Simeon, and we'll follow the road up. Now I don't know which road I took, but it looks like there's the one going over here to the left. Gets up there. Put the flaps up. Don't need the flaps. You look out toward the ocean. It's right there. Highway 1. Right there. And we can clearly see a handcrafted San Simeon right there. I don't remember this switchback, but I only went up to it once, and that's 40 years ago. So let's just follow the road. We can look around a little bit. California hills, oak trees, and we can get a little closer look at San Simeon up there. And then we'll come back out, check out
500.
Check out the road. Looks like it goes right across the top of the ridge here. Now I can't see where the road is. It's right under there. It's in the trees. So let me get ready to stop right here. What the first thing you look at when you fly up right at it, and then we'll get a good look at the front of the this beautiful mansion. Here we go. And we get a pretty good look at it here. I remember a swimming pool out here in front, but possibly they have a huge indoor. Maybe they converted this to the swimming pool right there. I don't know what's beeping. Oh, it's the airspeed. It's they've now got a horn when you go too fast. The airspeed is getting too high there. But the handcrafting really does a fabulous job. And of course, there's no hand involved. It's all computer, done by the computers. And this again was designed and I think orchestrated mostly by the woman from Oakland, Julia Morgan. And back at the turn of the previous century, at 1906 earthquake in San Francisco, and they could see how buildings had been constructed and what remained standing and what fell down. And so she decided concrete was the way to go, and she went to, I think, Paris to learn about using concrete. And this is when I flew over it the other day in the Cessna Citation, the CJ4. I noticed this is all concrete. I didn't notice that back when I first went up there 40 years ago. That they used so much concrete in this. So she had a extensive education in the use of concrete. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead around. We can slow down, and we put in a little flap so we can fly slowly as possible. And we don't want to hit the trees. And we'll come around. Beautiful country up here. They had all kinds of exotic animals, and I don't know how many thousand acres they own, but probably as far as you can see. And then we'll sneak up on the back side, and we'll stop it again when we see it come into sight. The view.
500.
And a little more power. And right about here, that ought to do it. Get a shot at the side, and slow it down here. But all kinds of rooms in there. They've got, again, the outside tour, the inside tour. They've got multiple tours, and these, I guess, were guest houses out here for the VIPs. I don't know whether you wanted to be inside or outside. I forget what beach this is down there. And looking back down to the airport. The airport's right down there. We'll go back and land. And I guess the bus bringing you up the hill would probably park down in here. And I'm not sure what this Port Cochere looking thing is. Anyway, it's just a fabulous place. Is looking on down towards Santa Barbara, Pismo Beach, and on down to Santa Barbara's probably around that point way down there in the distance, if you can see it. There's a little degradation when I make a YouTube. What I'm looking at right now isn't quite what. There's a little loss in the finish, in the resolution. So we'll click this off and go back and land. And thanks for we'll give it some power so we don't. Let's see if we can see how this road goes down here. Yeah. I would think it would be paved, but what do I know? Yeah, it looks like it goes right along the ridge there. Yeah, right there. and see if we can glide down from here and land. If we land halfway down the runway, we'll still have room to stop. And we're looking at 65. And if we look inside here and you hold your speed, you can see where you're gonna land. You want to be at the landing speed. So we want to be at about 60 miles an hour. And you'll see if we have enough speed. If it looks like it's going to be short, if we didn't have any power, we're probably getting a little help from the idling engine, and we're going to have to bring in more power. But you notice we're going a little bit faster. We want to be at about 60. Here we're getting down there, and we can bring in another notch of flap and start turning final. And again, we're going to land halfway down, another notch of flap, or full flap. There we go. So we'll hold steady on 60, and we'll see where we're going to touch. There's 60 miles an hour right there. And then we're going to get a little ground effect, which will float a little bit. And you just hold your nose on the other end of the runway like that, and it skipped a little. Then we need to hit the little rudder, keep it on here. Take the flap up. I said we're going to need a little rudder. The pedals, fortunately, I have the opportunity to modify the controls, so they do have it where it will steer with the yoke, which airplanes normally are not interconnected. So this is just the yoke steering, and the pedals, the yoke and the pedals, both I have modified. I have I've removed the bungee cord, and I've put in rubber bands, and that works better. So we'll look around the airport here. A few people visiting. We gotta get close in on the TBM. Looks a little bit like our TBM. There's two of them there, and then we'll look back up at let's find all the, and we can kill the engine, bring the power back, so that's not bothering us. And then we just we can move this up, and we can go in. Yeah, it's all the way zoomed in to look up the hill at Hearst Castle. And then the other day I noticed if you go far enough away, see how the computer doesn't want to bring everything in. It works only as hard as it needs to keep the picture good and sharp as possible without over stressing. That's a layman's term. This Cub crafters up in Washington make this airplane now, and of course it's the wing and the fuselage are all basic Cub, and I'm sure have a license from Piper Aircraft because they were Piper Cubs. I learned in a Piper J3, which had a 65 horsepower engine. This probably has maybe 180 or 200 horsepower constant speed prop, so the prop changes pitch. It's like having a transmission. And they beefed up the landing gear. They streamlined the front a little bit, so this goes a little faster, not just from the horsepower, but streamlining the design ever so slightly. Probably these struts are more streamlined, so the Cub goes faster. People love them because you can land in out-of-the-way places, in open pastures, up on hills, back in riverbeds, things like that. They go hunting, so they They love that. And if you had a nose wheel, the nose wheel on the airplane is one of the weakest points because there's nothing to support it. So if you hit the nose wheel first, you're going to lose it. And the last thing to hit when you land is this tail wheel. So it doesn't get much stress at all. Here's where the main stress hits, right in here. Okay, we'll just look in here at the controls. There's how I killed the engine. I took the mixture. That's mixture. That's the off position. This is mixture on. And then the throttle is over on the left, up right there. Here's the throttle. And here's the prop control. Okay, that's enough of that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye from San Simeon, Hearst Castle.